My current situation is the same situation, but a little bit different. Again, I am technically the victim. There was another victim involved as well. The victim, one of the victims, was involved with a group of gang members and a group of weirdos that thought it would be a good idea to drug me. They had them on drugs, they had them giving me drugs against my knowledge and against my will, making me feel terribly sick. Terribly sick. After an incident in 2022 where I almost died. I almost died and I did not receive proper health care. And I was dying, begging for help, asking God for help. I was dying. I had heart stabs. I was fainting. I had never experienced this in my life. I couldn't sleep because my heart hurt so bad. It hurt. It was stabbing. It hurt. It still hurts. 3 years later, my chest hurts. It has permanently damaged my health, and I will never be as healthy as I should be. Any group that goes out of their way to tell someone to drug you or to drug anyone is not the victim, at least not the main victim. I am the victim. I brought the other victim to the hospital to get help. Again, I didn't do anything. I am trying to help Kim the best that I can while somebody manipulated Kim to give me drugs against my knowledge or will. I can't think straight. I can't help myself. I can't help her. I can't do any proper steps anywhere. All right? When this police group and these gang members, these people that are stalking me, telling me some weird, creepy stuff, when I brought Kim to get help, they separated us. They were waiting at the hospital. And then they told lies. All right? Again, they took someone's side. They didn't listen to me. They didn't listen to the fact that I was drugged. They didn't look at my system. They did nothing. In fact, I got drugged while in jail by this same group of people. Never-ending assault against an innocent man that brought someone to get help that I am a victim of being drugged and maybe even attempted murdered in 2022. And they thought it was cool and funny to do this to me. She has no regrets. She thought she was cool and funny and badass for drugging me and killing me when I have done nothing but made sure she went to the hospital every time she was sick in any way. Anytime there was anything, I made sure she was taken to the hospital, and I made sure she got the best possible care I could care for someone that I did. I helped wash her hair. I provided a good living for her. I went to work, and we didn't go on the street for longer than 2 months in a situation, and then we had a house the whole time after that. It was my first house I ever found by myself, an apartment. I am the victim in these two situations, and this group that was involved in the first situation and somehow involved in this, and a couple other groups, because she would go online and sleep with people and this stupid thing, and then people talk. No one has even taken my side. You've seen the videos where I made the report. No investigation has been done. I make a report and they're not listening. They don't listen. They are purposely treating me like I'm not even human. I'm an American citizen. My family, some of my family does work. I got family that was Marines. I got family in the Army. I have held a job now for 3 years. Stuff hasn't happened. The economy, I'm just one person, but I should be a working normal person. I don't do anything. I don't even necessarily want guy friends. I don't want to be involved in anything shady or weird. I want to go to work. I want to do normal things. I am trying my best here, but I have struggled. And I continue to be treated like I'm some sort of enemy of the United States government because I'm fighting for my life and people have done me wrong. So now parts of the government and groups of people are the bad guy. They're willing to sacrifice an actual innocent human being over making sure that their working members that are technically above me because they make more money and have been part of the community longer can continue to not do their job and continue to kill people and continue to sin and not do proper work and take care of people's lives. They're willing to protect that over an innocent human and fix anything. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. They could help, they could fix, but they're not. They're just supporting one side while treating me like my voice doesn't matter. As we went into that conversation where you can't just say stuff, then investigate. Talk to me, talk to them. Let's go to trial if we have to. Again, I've already been attempted murdered with no help. In the best case situation for me to be illegally life stolen and everything I've done by a group of citizens twice is stupid. I should just situations just go away. I don't want to file charges. I just want to go to work. At least not on Kim. I want maybe the car place that has debt in my name when Kim was drugging me, that should be fixed. I don't know how that's going to be fixed if Kim doesn't have charges. My debt should be gone and I should be able to go to work. I want my job back. And I want, when I go to the hospital, I want to be treated like I'm a human, and animals get better treatment than me. People adopt animals and make full recoveries, bro. I have 2 bumps on my head I've had since 2022. That's when I went into the hospital when I started being poisoned. They're still there 2 years later. Any human, you could come up to me and feel them. In trial, if we told the juries, feel them. He's went to the hospital for them, and they refused to treat him. If you Google what they said it was, if it's not fixed, it can cause lifelong health issues, if not balding and other things. And they just won't treat me. They say I'm fine, and they let me walk out without treating anything. And I have several other, at least one other health issue that needs to be addressed. And the fact that they refuse to do anything for this would lead to the fact that they're refusing to do proper care for the other things, and they're putting my life at risk. And it's just stressful, bro. I can't grow out my hair because of it. Like, again, I'm just making myself look bad. The fact that other people are bad. The fact that I don't get treated like a human and I'm not being helped, it makes me look like I'm all weird because I got like wounds on my head that's like sore and opens up sometimes and hurts. And you could feel it if you rubbed your hand right here. You might even be able to see it. If I shave my head bald, you could see it. And it's been there since 2022, and they refused to give me medical attention for it. One doctor even looked at me in my face and said, "No, I don't want to help you." And then I was like, "All right, I'm leaving." And I was like, "I'm going to sue." And she was like, "All right, hold on." And I was like, "No, I'm leaving." And I went to the next hospital. I got antibiotics, and then I took them, and I started dying. And I went back in to get help, and I was like, "I don't feel good. I need help." And they're like, "I told you to take all of them." Being full fucking creepy weirdos. And then, but there's a whole other situation to this, like driving an hour away, seeing a cop fly past at like 90 miles per hour without his lights on, and I show up to the hospital. Guy with the bandana shows up, and all of a sudden Kim felt sick for the first time ever, which the only way for Kim to feel sick is that means drugs was involved, and somehow whatever was making me feel like I'm dying to the point I have to drive an hour away because hospitals in my town aren't helping would be that the drugs had somehow gotten to her. She's messed up somehow and gotten them to herself, but she was pregnant at the time, so that would have killed the baby. So now we have baby murder involved in this, of whatever druggy loser was involved in this stuff. Anyways, I'm done talking about this now, but this situation is done.